A young team gets some extra coaching up from their skipper before the first game of a very big series.
Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders and the Buffalo Bisons. As October draws nearer, the race for Larry Traylor will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August 1st.
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Row. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base. Yeah.
He's safe.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Boomer Sanders. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. Now here's a drive out to right center field. Around first, digging for 2. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat hit out front.
Play ball.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Boomer Sanders. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, D-Row, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-up.
Ready once again, Boomer Sanders. He singled his last time up.
Boomer Sanders.
He's set. Here it comes. Right over the middle, knee high. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Golden. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Play ball.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders and the Buffalo Bisons. As the season winds down, a pennant race comes to a head. Marco Estrada is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung to get.
Digging in, Boomer Sanders. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively.
Boomer Sanders.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. To second for one. On to the pitcher covering at first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1. Striding in once again, Boomer Sanders.
Designated hitter, Boomer Sanders.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
Hit down the line at first. The 0-2 once more. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Bautista has a read on it. Oh no, it drops. He'll get it into second, and he is in there.
Wow, sometimes you just have to shake your head on.
Digging in to try it again, Boomer Sanders. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game that this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. The Bisons have managed to build a small lead in this one, but both of these teams are still looking for a way to break this one open. It's become clear throughout the season that these clubs are evenly matched. It'd be surprising if this race didn't come down to the final days of the season. Right, guys?
You know, guys, this has been a close one, but the first place team is flexing their muscle a little bit. And they better watch out because this second place team does not want to find themselves in a wild.
Ready for another shot now. Boomer Sanders 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Line drive to center field. Roll is right there, 1 down. And tonight's comes to a conclusion. 6-1 the final. Buffalo win their 40th game in front of the home crowd this year. Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders and the Buffalo Bisons. As the season winds down, a pennant race comes to a head. Ronald Hernandez starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Boomer Sanders. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Roll is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Now, leading off the inning, Boomer Sanders, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch.
Digging in and looking for more, Boomer Sanders. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much because
Digging in once again, Boomer Sanders. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential 3rd waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is skied into short left center. Bautista has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And they'll get a bit closer on the sac fly as they trim the deficit to 2 now. Ready for another chance? Boomer Sanders. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Bouncer down the line. That's a foul ball. Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. Now here's the ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and it's now an 8-7 ball game.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up. Yeah, if that relief performance were a car, it would have had some wobbly wheels on it. He gave up a couple of runs, but he still gets the save, getting that shaky car.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders and the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Alex Sumner gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Perkins going back on it, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first. Next will be the designated hitter, Boomer Sanders. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch, runner goes for second. In there, now the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Line toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Now the relay home. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To set.
Striding forward now is the DH, Boomer Sanders. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air to shallow center. Perkins comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Play ball. Your attention, please.
Into the box now, Boomer Sanders. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Perkins patrolling center makes the play. 1. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Iron Pigs came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the International League. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders and the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Steven Escobar, the Cuban-born right-hander, will be on the mound to start. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00?
Play ball.
At the plate, Boomer Sanders. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. Hit out towards second. Amaya loves it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So a relatively... Striding into the box, Boomer Sanders. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. And he fouls this one off.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Here it comes on 0-2. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Kelly racing back. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game. And he is in at third with a 2-run triple.
That's a monster at bat right there. A 1-run lead is fine and everything, but a 3.
Into the box, Boomer Sanders. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Skied into straightaway right. Lyles will wait on it. And very quickly, 1 gone. Stepping in, Boomer Sanders. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. He's set, and the pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Wade aboard here at first with nobody out. Liner toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Play ball.
Into the box now, Boomer Sanders. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Boomer Sanders.
First offering on its way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Lyles moves over, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the...
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders and the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. It's baseball. It's the show. And Rod Jacobson, a right-hander from Alabama. Now at the plate, Boomer Sanders, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Boomer Sanders.
He's set. Here it comes. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of...
Ready now, Boomer Sanders. He reached on a single in his first try.
Hitter, Boomer Sanders.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 37 on the year, as it's now a 3-all ball game.
Looking at that pitch again, you can see he just flat out missed his location. You put that pitch right there, and he's going to tattoo it. Now we're all tied up again, starting this thing.
Play ball.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Boomer Sanders, runner in scoring position with two gone.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, and it's now 5-3.
I know he's still in AAA, but this guy has some swagger and the tools to make some noise in the show for years to come. Mark my word.
Ready to take his hacks again, Boomer Sanders, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. This is pulled into right, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Now at the plate, Boomer Sanders. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Grounded to first. Perez is there, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Stepping up now, Boomer Sanders. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Softly hit out to short. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And this one concludes at a 10-7 score. Lehigh Valley put a 10 spot on the scoreboard in this one. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the finale of this 4-game set between the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders and the Lehigh. Ricardo at the plate, Boomer Sanders, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. First pitch on its way. Line to the right side, but foul. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. Hey, you know what, D-Roll, this is one they'd like to win right here. They win the first game of the series, drop game 2, win game 3. They'd like to keep the momentum going here, D-Roll, win 2 in a row and win 3 out of 4 in this series.
Yeah, you want to definitely get a chance to win this series today. Play good baseball. You don't want to go on that seesaw. We'll give you one, we'll take one. They need to figure out a way to get it done today.
This is skied into short left center. Garlobo has got it, and the side is retired. So a rather now at the plate, Boomer Sanders. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Boomer Sanders.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Grounded up the first baseline. This will get foul for strike 2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Lyles on the move, and that retires the side. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Stepping in, Boomer Sanders. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Sanders.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But that'll be off the right field wall. The tying run comes around all the way from first to score. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year.
Settling in now, Boomer Sanders. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. From the stretch. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Liner toward right center. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And the second run will score here as they open things up to a 6-2 advantage.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember, but without...
Now at the plate, Boomer Sanders. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware? You
might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Syracuse Chiefs and the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Salvatore Lopez will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Robles will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Nothing. Coming to the plate now, Boomer Sanders comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Boomer Sanders.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. On a line, that's a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that...
Striding in, Boomer Sanders. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Rolled slowly to first. Janeway ranges to his right, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out. But meanwhile, digging in now, Boomer Sanders. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Martinez is there, and that's the second out of the inning.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
8-1 is the final tonight. The Chiefs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Bud Brazel earned his 9th win of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Syracuse Chiefs and the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Brian Mitchell, a right-hander from North Carolina, is the man on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk rate.
Stepping into the box, Boomer Sanders. He drove in his club's only run a night ago.
Boomer Sanders.
First pitch coming, here it is. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 39 on the season for him, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
I know he's still in AAA, but this guy has some swagger and the tools.
So striding forward now, Boomer Sanders. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Clem is there, and he has it for the first out.
Let's play ball.
At the plate, Boomer Sanders comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Sanders.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air into shallow left center. Clem giving chase. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Play ball.
Standing in, Boomer Sanders. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Boomer Sanders.
First delivery to him on the way. And that one right down Main Street. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Libby is off at first with 2 away. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Swinging a soft liner, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tough, and was able to stay inside that ball for.
In now, Boomer Sanders. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point.
Boomer Sanders.
First pitch on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Zarate. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Play ball. He's safe.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slug.
AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the International League. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the Pawtucket Red Sox and the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. The Red Sox are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Kenny Christensen, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty B, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. In to score, the runner from third.
Play ball. He said.
Leading off the inning, Boomer Sanders, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Laird is right there, 1 down.
Let's play ball.
Stepping into the box, Boomer Sanders. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. Blumenthal moves to his right and
Play ball.
so coming to the plate, Boomer Sanders, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Alvarez on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end. Digging in, Boomer Sanders. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Boomer Sanders.
First pitch on its way. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am.
Play ball.
Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance, so he's our top player of the game in this one.
Yeah, you see, he finishes with a 3-hit game. And
In tonight's game, Robert Palmero gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
And please drive home safely.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. The calendar has turned to September and we're ready for baseball between the Pawtucket Red Sox and the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. It's baseball on the show and it's coming up next.
Let's play ball.
Digging in, Boomer Sanders is looking to run his hitting streak to an even 10 games.
Designated hitter, Boomer Sanders.
First pitch of the at-bat. Checked to swing there and pops this one up. And Alvarez is there to take it, and there's one away.
Time for a look at this effect.
Play ball.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Boomer Sanders. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Sanders.
He's set and the pitch. To first. Alvarez has got it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Let's play ball.
Ready for another chance? Boomer Sanders. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
0-1 the count. Lifted in the air out to left field. Luplow has a read on it. 1 away.
Play ball.
Ready for another shot now. Boomer Sanders. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First delivery to him on the way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Burks. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. Pawtucket led this game from the third inning on. The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the first of this quick 2-game series between the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders and the Pawtucket Red Sox. Steve Alonso gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and even 40 home runs on the year for him now, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
I know he's still in AAA, but this guy has some swagger and the tools to make some noise in the show for years to come.
Play ball.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Boomer Sanders. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Comes set with the 0-1. This is pulled into right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second.
Play ball. He's safe.
Digging in to try it again, Boomer Sanders.
Designated hitter, Boomer Sanders.
Here comes the first pitch. And a pitch out, nothing. Doing though, and that's ball one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Fouled off. Here's the 1-1. Towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Play ball.
Boomer Sanders will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The 0-1 on its way. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he'll pull into second with one away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit.
Play ball.
Digging in and looking for more, Boomer Sanders. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. So a two-run homer down the line in right field. His second home run of the game, as it is now 7-3. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the fourth to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run. Yeah, they needed him a little bit earlier in this one, but he takes the mound in the 8th and records the final 4 outs. 4-out save. Job well done.
8-3 tonight. The Rail Riders jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. A Labor Day matchup in store for you here between the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders and the Pawtucket Red Sox. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Ricky Spears will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at it.
Play ball.
Striding forward now is the DH, Boomer Sanders. He went deep last night twice. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Fellas, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field this afternoon. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Laird is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Time now to give you a look. Digging in for his second at-bat, Boomer Sanders. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Boomer Sanders.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. The windup and the 0-1. Soft liner to the right side, but an easy play there at first as that becomes. Ready once again, Boomer Sanders.
Leading off for Scranton Wilkes-Barre, the designated hitter, Boomer.
He's ready.
Sanders.
Here's the first offering. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit, kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Laird is after it. He's there and records the first out. Striding in once again, Boomer Sanders. He'll be getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. First pitch on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. Swing and a liner, but foul. Bases are empty, one man out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Blumenthal, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Let's play ball.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th.
Playoff situations in the minors are invaluable opportunities to teach young players and to learn about them.
AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the International League. Tonight, it's postseason action between the Indianapolis Indians and the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Kenny Christensen, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And now a pitch on the way. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Next will be the designated hitter, Boomer Sanders. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no error. Digging in, Boomer Sanders. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Boomer Sanders.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, as we are all knotted up at 2.
Well, he had him dead to rights at 0-2. Instead of making him chase a pitch and waste a pitch or two, he served one up and paid for it dearly. That is one tough pill to swallow.
Your attention, please.
Striding in to start the 9th, Boomer Sanders, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Here it comes, 0-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Ngope has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance. Top's player of the game in this one.
Well, he blasted a couple of balls over the wall.